All right, I want to talk about witchcraft. So, as someone who's been getting work done on me since I was a very small infant child before I could pretty much speak, having multiple rituals done on me by a very skilled warlock who practiced or whose lineage practiced Gede, whose bloodline came from France or was the bloodline and lineage of the dark Vatican priesthood. So yeah, this is some very heavy stuff um, that I had been dealing with my entire life. And this continue on throughout the course of my life, but the enemy thought that it had finished me. So um you had certain things set up at certain timelines where certain individuals were sent into my life to either monitor my progress, see how the magic was working, or to further deter me if the magic wasn't doing what they intended it to do. And this person paired with others. Now, mind you, this is family I'm talking about here, so that kind of makes it worse because we're talking about really a parent who had full access to me at the very tender years of my life. So, I think one of the greatest attacks was my senior year of high school. And then that attack trickled down all the way to 2017 and 2018 Gregorian calendar. And it was to interfere with the blessings or the transformation that I was undergoing. Because the enemy can only attack you when you don't have a connection to the Most High. So I'd noticed when work was being done on me, it would feel like my connection was severed. And that happens through um, energetic parasites or entities that will initiate the desire to sin. And then the more you sin, the more you take yourself out of that protection that you have and you give that set authority of yourself over to whatever entity rules over whatever sin. And then from there, a person could work on you and use that targeted weakness as a um, as a means to mess you up. So I just think it's so interesting that witchcraft practitioners, in my opinion, are the lowest when it comes to the realm of magic because a seedling growing into a fruit from sunlight and water is magic, but it's earth magic and it creates life and it creates something that nothing else could reproduce. But when you're dealing with people who are serving the left hand path or doing the dark magic, you often find that they're literally just using your own weaknesses against you, which means if you strengthen that weakness, they'd have no weapons to use against you. So this is what I realized as someone who's been being worked on my entire life, that the magic only worked because I was undisciplined in certain areas of my life. And so that energy would be able to come in and work through that said weakness. So it's very interesting. It's these things, these people, they're not powerful at all. They're literally using your own power against you. Your own misused power is being used against you. So this is why manipulation is a form of witchcraft. Lying is a form of witchcraft. Hatred is a form of witchcraft. All of those lesser, low vibrating, dense spirits that the Bible talks about, like seven deadly sins and other spirits that majority of humanity has been put under those spells from idolizing worldly people who push and promote things like lust and you know what I mean? Ego. Oh, look at my car. Look at my house. They think they're better than someone else because they have a nicer looking house or car or clothes or whatever. Like these type of entities have been unleashed unto humanity. Um, and I just think that that's so funny. Like, the other side only can use low vibrating spirits to do their work. They can't use high vibrational spirits like love. They can manipulate you by sending people who will act like they love you to get close to you, to get information from you, to attack you, or to know your weaknesses. But even that, they still had to use manipulation. And so if you were given discernment and wisdom, like Elohim asked us to pray for, Palil for in scripture, then they wouldn't be able to use a vessel, because you see right through that person like you're looking through a glass of water. You know what they truly feel about you. You know what their true intentions are towards you. And so therefore you know not to let them in. Now, if you haven't gotten to that point to being able to see through people, then your intuition should go off, where you just know that something doesn't really feel right about this person. And the thing is, our own thoughts can kind of cloud intuition, and I used to struggle to know which is which. I feel like with true intuition, you're going into a situation unbiased. Your mind is free, your heart is light, and that's when it's truly intuition versus your own thoughts. Because if I go into a situation already feeling negatively towards somebody, and then I think, oh, something's not right here, then that could be my own judgment that clouded my ability to see the truth. So, yeah, I'm just grateful to have learned all the things I've done. It's been a long, exhausting battle. Um, I'm still cleansing and purging from many things. And I don't think the battle is over, but I think that there will be a big difference. Um, as much as I want to say one particular battle is over, because whatever, I understand that I'm still being watched, and I have all of these lesser spirits using these people who are vibrating low and still